All right, boys and girls, this is our Chapter 7 review. So let's start going over these problems. Some of them we already did in class, but that's okay. So we're going to go over all of them anyway. So the first one says the sum of 88 and g. So we can't combine those terms. So it's going to be 88 plus g. And if you wanted, you could put the parentheses around. You don't really need to. Next one says the product of 5/3 m and a quarter. So product, you should know, means to multiply. So you have 5/3 m times 1/4. And these we can go ahead and multiply. So it's 5 times 1 is 5. 3 times 4 is 12. So the answer is 5/12 m would be the answer. All right, so evaluate. So let me just make this a little bigger. So the first one says to evaluate x equals 4. So 50 minus 2 times 4 is 8 over 4 plus 5 times 4 is 20 plus 6 over 16. So I get, when I subtract, I get 42 over 4 plus 26 over 16. Okay, to add these now, there's several ways to do this. One way is we can go ahead and make 42 over 4 into, you can make it into the 16ths to add the 16ths together. Or what we could do is make these into mixed numbers first. So what I'm going to do is make 42 over 4. I'm going to I can simplify this a little bit further. So what I'm going to do is divide numerator and denominator by 2. So I'm going to get 21 over 2. And same with this add in here. I could change that into 13 over 8. Now I'm going to make both of these into mixed numbers. So 2 goes into 21 10 times. So I have 10.5 plus 8 goes into 13 one time, and I have 5/8. So I would write this vertical, to be totally honest with you, to make it a little bit easier. Actually, you know what, let's just do that. So 10.5 plus 1 5/8. Oops. And when we do this, I know the least common denominator is going to be 8. So 8, and this is 4. So this is 4 plus 5 is 9/8. And we have 11 and 9/8, but you should know 9/8 is an improper fraction. So 8 goes in 9 one time, so it's going to be 12, and 1/8 is the answer to that one. All right, let me just delete all this. We'll go over to the next one. So product means to multiply, so we're going to substitute 4 for x. I mean x for 4 for x. Yeah. So 8 times 4 is 32 plus 4 times 8 minus 4 is 4 over 2. 32 plus 4 is 36 times 4 over 2. You should know it's 2, and multiply them, you're going to get 72. So number 4 will be 72. Okay, number 5, what we need to do is simplify. So I like to box these out. So what I'm going to do is box out. You always take the sign with the next term. So I'm going to take the sign with the next term. And when I do that, I get 200 now. Minus 150 is 50. So I have 50. I have 8s. Minus 2s is 6s. Plus 12s is 18s. And then I have 4z left over, and you cannot combine that with those terms. So it's going to be 50 plus 18s plus 4z. And you could manipulate this if you want. You could put the variables in the front too. That's up to you. All right, next one. Let's box it out. So I have plus 12 plus 4y minus 7 minus y plus 8 minus 2y. So we have y plus 4y is 5y minus y is 4y minus 2y is 2y plus 12 minus 7 is 5 plus 8 is going to be 13. So it's 2y plus 13. Okay, last one on this page. So if you remember, we have to factor here. When we factor, it's like division. So I have 100p plus 42. And what I need to do is figure out what I could take out of both terms. So I know I could take 2 out. So it'll be 2. 100 divided by 2 is 50p plus, and that'll be 21. And 50 and 21, I cannot take anything else out. So the answer is 2 parentheses 50p plus 21. All right, so next we're going to move on to 8. So 8 says expand the expression. Let me just find it. Maybe it's not on this page. Oh, there we go. So expand the expression and put it in simplest form. So we have distributed property. That's what expanding means. So remember rainbow. So we want to do our rainbow. So it's 3 times 2r is 6r. Keep the sign. Plus 3 times 12 is 36. Plus 5 times 8r is 40r. Plus 5 times 5 is 25. Plus 2 times r is 2r. Minus 2 times 3 is 6. That's plus there. Okay, so we have 6r. And now I would box these out. So let's box these out. Okay, so we have 6r plus 40r is 46r plus 2r is 48r. And then we have 36 plus 25 is 61 minus 6 is 55. All right, next. We want to say if these are equivalent or not. Okay, so you need to, what you need to do is combine like terms or do distributed property, whatever you need to do to be able to solve these. So we have, I'm going to box these out real quick. I have 32z plus z is 33z plus 2z is 35z plus 35. Now you could either factor this or expand or do distributed property on this one. I'll just do distributed property. So it'll be 35z plus 5 times 7 is 35, and they match, so they're equal. Now if I had 35 plus 35z, that will equal the same thing, because remember you can interchange them when it's addition. Okay, number 10. Number 10, so we have 10 plus 12z plus 3z over 3, which is z, because 3 divided by 3 is 1. So over here, we have 13z plus, we have a 10 and 15 is 25. And then I have 6 times 4 is 24 plus 12z. And I'm going to stop there, actually, because I notice there's not going to be any more z's, and it's 12z and I have 13z, right? So they're not going to be equal. Okay, next. Okay, so for this one it says Batman can throw 48 devices in 2 hours. How many can he throw in T minutes? Okay, the key here is minutes. This is in hours. We have to make it into minutes. So it'll be 48 over how many can you throw in 2 hours, which is 120 minutes, T. However, we need to simplify this. So when we simplify, I know I could divide each one by 24. Now, if you didn't know that, you could start with, you should know 12. So if I divide by 12, I get 4 over 10 T. But then you'll see I could divide each one by 2 again. So it'll be 2/5 T. And then we should put these in parentheses, and it's minutes. All right, next one. All right, so this is a triangle here. So what we need to do, let me just make it a little bit bigger. What is the perimeter of the triangle? So when we do perimeter, if you remember, all we do is add up sides. So it'll be 3y plus 3y plus, we have 2y plus 21. And I'm going to do distributed property real quick. So it's 2y plus 2 times 21 is 42. Combine like terms, so I got 3 and 3 and 2y, so that's 8y plus 42, and then we're going to put in parentheses and write cm for centimeters. Okay, so now what we need to do is find the perimeter of the square. So the square is 2 times y plus 25 longer than the triangle's perimeter. So the triangle is 8y plus 42. And I'm going to do distributed property real quick on this. So it's plus 2y plus 2 times 25 is 50. So if I combine like terms, I'm going to get 10y plus 92. The thing is, you're not done yet, so I'm going to quickly delete this so I have more room. The reason why you're not done is because, or not finished, is because it says what is the length of each side of a square. Well, you should know a square has 4 sides and they're all equal. So if I had 10y plus 92, I need to divide it by 4 to give me the sides. Now, when I look at this, I see 10, 92, and 4, and I could take out or divide each one by 2. And if I do that, I get 5y plus 46 over 2, and that's going to be centimeters, and that will be one side. That's how long each side is. Okay, number 13. Number 13 says this. 5 packs of back gum cost $14M. Okay, so I have $14M and I have 5 packs. So 5 packs cost $14M. All right, so if Batman buys 2 packs, how much change does he receive? Well, if I write 14M over 5, that's going to tell me how much 1 pack is. So what I need to do is he needs to buy 2 packs, so you're going to multiply this by 2. So it's going to equal 28M over 5. That's how much it's going to cost for the 2 packs. So what I'm going to do then, it says how much will you receive from $100? Well, this is how much it costs. So it's going to be 100 minus 28M over 5. And we want to put that in parentheses and write, I can't really fit it, I'll write down here dollars. So that's how much it costs. Now, if we want to know how much change he will receive if it's 75 cents for M, so all we need to do is this. It's 100 minus 28, times 0.75 for 75 cents divided by 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out the numerator first. So if I take 28 times it by 0.75, I'll just do it real quick. I'm going to get 21, so it'll be 100 minus 21 over 5. Let me move this up a little bit. Well, 21 divided by 5 is going to be 100 minus 4.2, which is $4.20. And if I do that, I'm going to get 100 minus $4.20 is going to be $95.80 is how much he's going to receive. This is how much it costs, and this is how much he's going to receive. Okay, next one. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to do this one down below here. There's just more room. Back row has 3 times 3p plus 2 $1 coins and 2 times 5p plus 3 $1 bills. The Joker has 3p times 2 plus 1 fewer. Okay, so we have to figure out how much Joker has. Well, let's figure out what back row has first. So I'll put BG for back row. She has 3 times 3p is 9p plus 3 times 2 is 6 plus she also has 2 times 5p is 10p plus 2 times 3 is 6. So she has a total of 19, and I'm going to erase this to give me more room. She has a total of, and let me just add my paper here. She has a total of 19p plus 12. So Batgirl has 19p plus 12. Now the Joker has 3p times 2 is 6p. 3p times 1 is 3p. He has actually 9p fewer. So we have to subtract 9p from 19p plus 12, and he has 9p fewer than Batgirl. So we have 19p minus 9p, so this is going to equal 10p plus 12. And we should put in parentheses dollars. Next. Oops, let me just delete this. Okay, so if he has 10p plus 12, it says how much money will the Joker have after he gives a third of his money to Batgirl. So let's substitute 3 for the p. So that'll be 30 plus 12, which equals 42. So now if he gives 1/3, so we divide this by 3, will be $14. If he gives that to Batgirl, how much does he have? Well, Batgirl gets this. He keeps the rest. So what we're going to do is take 42, subtract 14, and that will equal 28. That's what he keeps. He gives 14 and keeps 28. Okay, last one. So this one, the only problem, it doesn't work out perfectly. So you could round to the tenths if you wanted to. Round to the tenths. So here we have distributed property. So it's 14.5x minus 14.5 times 3 is 43.5 equals 324. Okay, so if you remember class, what we need to do is get the variable by itself. So what we're going to do is add 43.5, add 43.5, and you're going to get 14.5x equals, what is that, 324? So it's 367.5. Sorry, it's a little sloppy there. And then now what we need to do is divide by 14.5, divide by 14.5, and if you do that correctly, you can get x equals. Now it's going to be a long decimal. I apologize for that. So we're going to round it to 25.3 is the answer. It's actually a pretty long decimal.